Hey, welcome to number 10, the big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Holy cow, can you believe that? We're on number 10. All right, so what we did last time, we started with the lat muscles, went to the infraspinatus. We released both of those, and we're back here with the exact same person. I'm going to show you guys now the traps, okay? The trap, the rhomboids, and kind of the rest, a little bit of the top of the levator scapula. If you can see here, the lat muscles, okay, they cross over the rhomboids, where the rhomboids, the lower part of the rhomboids major is what we call them. All right, and then we've got the traps that come over the top. Right in here is a huge junction where a lot of people will cramp. A lot of people can do that as far as lifting and twisting. This actually, it's really quite interesting. I've worked on people like that they've actually had that tighten. Feels like kidney stones. I've had somebody say it feels kind of like a heart attack with that happening. So this is a pretty major junction right there where the lats and the trap come together, the rhomboids. But then also what we're going to get too is we're also going to get the erector spinae that go up underneath everything. So there's a ton of junction right in there. There's a muscle junction. It's like LA traffic at 5 o'clock on Highway 5. That's where we're going to be working right through here. There's really just one or two specific ways that you can get to all that, and it releases everything really quick. So that's what we're going to show you. I'm going to show you what I do and how we do it to get, so you can push on one spot, and if you move the shoulder and the arm a couple of different ways, you're getting different motions, different muscle movements to release those. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Anytime, I'm going to reiterate this again, when I work on the lat and the infraspinatus, when that releases, I will come into here. Even if they don't feel anything, if I can't see anything, I will do this, and come into here, and that's all within the same session. All within the same session. Because all of those are just connected to each other, okay? Okay, so what we've got to remember is the trap muscle comes down, crosses into there. Then your erector spinae go underneath that. Your rhomboids come this way. Like I said, it's a big old junction on here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually have a split screen on these close-up, which is going to be really fun. So I kind of want you to see this. But what I'm looking at is you can do it a couple of different ways. I always like to start from outside in rather than inside out. Majority of time, if the muscle's going to cramp and tighten, it's going to do this. There have been times that it tightens up on the inside, but a majority of it, I like to try and get the edge to release before I come and do the inside. All right? So that's what I'm going to do. On this, it's going to be, if you go directly in with the arm, like on that bone, okay, the ulna, Josh is a little bit thick, so I don't have a problem with doing that. But if you got some clients that maybe are a little bit thinner, they don't have as much muscle mass, going bone onto that muscle, they could feel like, oh, it's going to be more of a bone feeling than a muscle. So I'm going to show you how to go in. So what I like to do is I kind of like to go in, hand down, which is going to put more pressure on the muscle. And I'm going to put the pressure on the muscle to slide it over. Now I'm sliding it down like I'm going across to the table. And then once I find that, now I just want to show you guys, I want to see you guys, okay, at both angle. See that thing flipping? That is the trap and the erector spinae. So that's why I like to start on the outside and move it in, as I'm going to hit the trap, the rhomboid, and the erector spinae muscles all at the same time. So you're going to slide it in, 45-degree angle. Oh, okay, that just tried to roll. You got to be careful. Okay, right there. Now I'm going to turn my wrist. So now the ulna, or that bone, is on the muscle. Here, it's going to be more muscle, and then when you roll it, then that bone gets on it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to pick up the arm and move it yet, okay? All I'm going to do is solidify that muscle where I got it, and I'm just going to move that tricep. I'm almost rolling it back and forth. And what you're going to be able to feel is 2 or 3 different muscle movements. So right here with this, I'm actually feeling the rhomboids major. Oh, there we go. So what we just did, I was filling the rhomboids major and they were tight and they just popped loose. They just separated. Josh, did you feel that kind of? Okay. So what that did is that just dropped me down even more, and now I can push, and there's our erector spinae muscles right there. I'm going to do the same thing. Oh! That was a muscle releasing. Actually, that was a muscle exploding loose. Okay? If you guys saw that, rewind the video and watch that again. That was cool. Everybody in here saw that too. How does that feel, Josh? A lot better. Woo! Yeah. That is a lot better. So now I'm going to come off. And see, that's already just flattened. That already just flattened out. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the inside here, and I'm going to traction out this way. Now, if I didn't have, in fact, I'm going to move this. We're just going to roll live here. What I'm going to do now is on this side, I'm going to find that spinal cord muscle, and that might have been enough, okay? But I always check the inside because there's a lot of tension going on through here. I'm going to check the inside. I'm going to do it the same way. I'm going to find the spinal cord though, because the one thing that really hurts is if this bone hits these bones, all right? That's going to hurt. So I will find the muscle right in there where I want. There's a good knot. And then my arm, now I'm going to do this backwards. Now I'm going to, because there's more muscle in here, you're going to use the back of your arm to spread it out, and then you're going to curl it. See that? So I go here and then rotate that, and that's going to put that bone, my ulna, right on the spinal cord. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it, but I'm going to show you guys. I also like to do it this way, because I'll just come straight over the top, and then I'll push down. And I'm doing the same thing. Pop. There we go. Whoa. Hey, look. Shoulder blade. And what's happening in the joint here in the shoulder is it's rotating. You feel that in there? So this whole joint is rotating like it's supposed to now. Before it was sliding. Everything was sliding, and now it's relaxed. So when I move it, now it rotates in the joint. Yeah. So you can also do it this way, but it's a little bit more difficult because you can't grab that arm. But you're going to do it this way as well. And what you can do is hold it. Now it's going to be real awkward if you guys try and go this way. So all you're going to do is just take the opposite side, and you're just going to kind of stretch it out. And then let it come back. And there we go. Stretch it out, let it come back. So he's letting go really well on this. Sometimes they don't let go as quick on here, but he was really, really, really tight. Oh yeah. Now, the other little bonus trick is if you can't get that to pop and release real quick, then just take your bolster, have him lift up his arm, and you're going to stick it kind of cross-section this way. You're not going to go here, so it's this way. The bolster is actually going to go on an angle just like this. So the bolster is cutting this way. That way you can get range of motion all over. Now on this one, then you can also get the erector spinae. All right, you can kind of check a little bit into the lats if you want to. The rhomboids, but everything is just flattened out. That looks so good. Looks so good. So now what I'm going to do is show you a little bit of how to release the levator scapula muscle. And so that's going to take on a different angle. All right, so now we're going to finish with the levator scapula. So how you're going to do this is I brought my chair back in. It's a lot easier to do it sitting down or kneeling down and going straight on this angle. You can also do it with the seated chair massage. You can do it this way as well. But if they're up there, then you can use your elbow. I do use my elbow on this quite a bit, but I'm going to show you knuckles first and then elbow. Easiest way to get into this, a lot of people, they'll try and muscle their way in. If you will just push, and I've got the bolster still underneath here, if you just will push that shoulder down as far as it'll go, and if you stick that knuckle right where that levator scapula is, you don't have to push hard. All you got to do is let go of that shoulder, and it drops you right on it. All right, it just drops you right on it. Then you just take that elbow, and you move it back and forth. And when you finally settle in on it, how I like to get the levator scapula is actually rotate the shoulder. Now, if they've got shoulder issues and you can't, then great. Then you kind of move it back and forth this way. But to get the levator scapula, you're going to rotate it and back. There it is. Now I'm going to lift it up and down. He's got some pretty good range of motion. There she is, right there. Got it. There we go. See how he's just flopping now? There you go. And you can check it by pushing. It's really not even bouncing back. Okay. To do the elbow, so let me kind of give you a little elbow trick. It's a little closer, but you can do the same thing. You push down, and you use this part of your elbow. You're not going to use the point. This part, you're going to push down, and you're just going to lay right into it as well. Let it come back, and you're going to do the same thing. And you'll get that to pop. It's already released. Those doing chair massages, okay, you're going to use that elbow crease here. Their hands out in front of them already off the chair. They're like this, which is a perfect angle. So all you're going to do is you're going to take it like here on top, grab their elbow, and you're just going to lift it up and then put it back down on the hand rest right there. You're going to lift it up and put it back down because it's already in this angle out here, just ready. There it goes. Just ready for you to get, and it just let go. Bam. Oh, I think we got a happy camper. Got a happy camper after that, okay? This is what I work. Levator scapula, infraspinatus, and then I come work rhomboids up through the spine, erector spinae muscles, and trapezius, and finish out with levator scapula. That kind of all has to be done almost at the same time. There's a few exceptions, but that's what I do. Anybody that's got shoulder issues, if I release the lat and the infraspinatus, I always come up this way because I just don't want this to cramp. I just don't want it to cramp, and we got to break that down, and then we can go to different areas. But these all right here are all in cahoots with each other. So listen to that, watch the video over and over again, watch those muscles explode. We had some fun times. I don't know if Josh did, but I sure did, and I hope you guys did. We'll talk to you guys next time, okay?